Hello YouTube, this is Roscoe. Just received delivery of my Nacon Revolution Unlimited Pro controller. I did own the first Revolution controller, and the asymmetrical sticks are just a better fit for me personally, but that controller did have some issues, especially with the kind of back buttons being in this little section here on the back of the pad. Also just didn't feel very comfortable on the back here, but this one I've been keeping an eye on the internet. Just looked very interesting, especially now that it's Bluetooth wireless. So just going to give a quick unboxing and then probably give it a good test over the next couple of days over the weekend. So yeah, let's see what it looks like inside. I've already pre-cut it because I'm doing this one-handed with a mobile phone, so let's take a look at what you get. So yeah, no one really cares about those. Let's have a look. So you get a case, so it's pretty much similar to how the Xbox One Elite controller comes. So it's a hard case with the nice Nacon embossed logo. Doesn't seem to be anything else in here, so we'll get rid of that. So let's move on to the main event. Again, one-handed. Really should get a tripod. Okay, so little cloth to keep it clean, and there she is. So it's kind of still got the big button kind of setup that they had on the Revolution. The sticks now have, I don't know if they did used to have that, like that anti-slip around the ring there, like you do get on the Xbox One Elite. D-pad feels better, full touchpad, PlayStation, couple of LED lights, share an option button, so everything that you'd expect, little light bar. Let's take her out, turn around, so here we go. We've got the little switch for the setting up to the PC or the PlayStation. I think that's PlayStation normal, and then I believe this one is like a PlayStation Advanced, so you can kind of set up the profile on a PC. Little switch here to go from wired to wireless mode and profile. So I think when you're in the number 2 you can select the profile, and that will presumably make one of these flash. It does look like it gets kind of dusty pretty quickly. It's like that rubberized face from the Xbox One Elite pad, so it's got that kind of soft touch rubber, so I'm guessing you probably will need that cloth now and again. Button placement, so you got these 2 buttons on the back. Let's have a feel. I suppose I'll have to get used to those. I think first impressions, it kind of doesn't feel as natural immediately as the Xbox One Elite because it had those little paddles that stuck out, but these definitely seem like you won't press them by accident as often. But moving back to the back there, you have the mic mute and up and down, so you can change the volume of whatever headphones you have plugged in. Let's move on to triggers. The triggers seem better than the Nacon Revolution. The Nacon Revolution were like really weirdly angled and it did not feel comfortable, but that feels a lot nicer. It's got that kind of little chamfered off edge, a bit like the Xbox One. They're not as kind of pulled in. That I feel like the Xbox One Elite like kind of is flatter, so when you pull, but they feel, yeah, that feels a lot nicer than the Nacon Revolution 1 and 2 bumper buttons. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of like a mechanical, like a mouse click. It feels quite nice. You do have the USB-C, so you can plug it in, play wired, or obviously charge it. And so that's the controller. First impressions, it feels very, very nice in the hand. Just switch hands here. Very nice in the hand indeed. Looking forward to giving this a little test later on. Let's move on to the back again. You do have these little opening slots, and if I just take out this little box here of tricks, please excuse my fingers, I do chew them quite a bit. So we've got some little rings, so apparently you can actually change the actual metal inside here. So you just slide that off and you can just put a wider one, which means it doesn't kind of go as far over. Not sure which one I'm gonna kind of prefer. I think I'd probably just go for default, to be honest. Especially for FPS games, you don't want to get caught. Then you have these little weights. So you've got a 10 grams, 14 grams, and a 16. I like my controllers pretty weighty, so I'm probably going to slap in the big ones. So let's have a check how you do this. So I think it's just a click in. All feels very, very nice and well made. There's nothing cheap about it. Everything's a satisfying click. All of the grips and everything feel very, very nice and well made. Now, this is supposed to be £150, but I have just received it from very.co.uk, which strangely had it on for £120, and I bought that with a 10% off code when I signed up for a credit account, so actually ended up only costing £107, so I'm definitely impressed for that amount of money. I did mention full touchpad, so it'll work exactly how you would expect on a PS4. So I've popped in those 16 gram weights. Immediately it feels exactly how I would kind of like the weight of my controller. 1 second, just click those on. And I've just changed it back to the concave, which has the little Nacon kind of snake logo. So it is nice that you get this little case to keep them nice and safe, keep them in a drawer near your gaming desk or whatever. It does use a dongle. Dongle's quite big. So it's a dongle, so I presume you'll be able to put it in the back of the PS4 and keep it out the way. Unfortunately for me, I've got a PS4 Pro and it will likely need to go in the front because I have a headset port and I have my external hard drive going in the back, which I prefer in the back. But to me, that's alright. My PS4 is tucked away quite neatly, so it is quite a large dongle, maybe 3 inches. And then finally you have the very nice braided USB-C, and again with a little logo on. Everything just feels really, really nice quality. Now, I'd been looking at the Astro C40 controller. I still think it's really nice. I still would like to get a hold of one at some point. But £200 is a lot of money. It also only has the kind of 2 buttons on the back, but it does look very nice, especially the way that you can kind of change the sticks however you feel. So it'll be good for both players who like either kind of symmetrical and asymmetrical. So we'll see how they look when they come to the UK, but I noticed that Astro have actually took them off their UK sale. So I decided to jump on this when I noticed that it was in stock and on very.co.uk. So first impressions, I've chucked in those weights and it feels nice, very nice. Everything clicks just well. So, but we're going to have to check what the kind of dead zone's like. I'm going to hook it up to my PC, make sure there's no dead zone. I don't like any dead zone on my right stick. I don't mind the left stick having a little bit, but definitely don't want the right one having any dead zone at all. So yeah, I'll be hooking it up today, probably have a good go over the next few days. By all means, drop comments in the bottom, ask me any sort of questions that you would like to know, what it does, what it doesn't do well. I'm probably going to be playing things like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, maybe a bit of Blackout, probably some Firestorm, some Rainbow Six. So I'll be able to give you kind of my feedback on how it feels as opposed to the DualShock 4. But definitely first impressions, this is very, very nice in the hand. So thanks for watching, thumbs up, and I'll speak to you in the comments. Thanks.